Liquid fertilizer pump setup. Hello and welcome to the next INTAQO setup video. In this video, we will look at the fertilizer pump setup. After the initial setup of the INTAQO device, the pumps are displayed as not configured. By tapping the dashboard component, we will arrive in the pump's detail screen. It is possible to swipe the screen to reach the screen for each of the two pumps. In this example, we can see that the pump 1 is already configured and the pump 2 is not. So we swipe to the pump 2 screen and press the Setup Pump button. The application will guide us through the process in the wizard. We need to make sure to connect the tubes in the right direction, as indicated on the pump with a small arrow. The liquid flows from the right side to the left, the pumps turn counterclockwise. Please do not forget to connect the blue check valves to both ends of the tube. One check valve on the side of the aquarium, the other one goes inside the bottle with fertilizer. It is very important to connect the check valves, as they will ensure the very high precision of dosing. Please make sure to connect them in the right direction on both sides of the tube. As the first step of calibration the pump, we need to make sure we have the tubes filled with the liquid. It is best to do this calibration with the liquid fertilizer, as it may have a bit different viscosity than pure water. This difference between viscosities would affect the precision of dosing, if you calibrated the pump with pure water instead. We need to press this button and hold it until we have the tubes completely filled with the liquid. You should let the liquid flow from the out end of the tube for a couple of seconds to make sure that any air bubbles are driven off from the tubes. Then we need to take a precise measurement container to execute the calibration. Ideally you use the supplied 50 ml measuring cylinder. On this screen, we need to push and hold this button again, until the measurement container is filled with the exact volume, which we want to use for calibrating. You can choose for instance 15 ml or 20 ml. You can press and hold this button several times. It is important that you will end up with some exact volume of liquid. You then enter this exact volume in the input field and press continue. On the next screen, you can confirm the values, or repeat the calibration, if there was some mistake like a typo in the entered volume. In our case everything is okay and we press continue. Next we will enter the fertilizer name which we will dose with this pump. And then enter the total volume of the fertilizer canister and the current actual volume of fertilizer in it. This will enable the device to monitor the volume of the fertilizer and alert you when it is time to resupply. Now we have the pump correctly set up and we can move to defining a schedule for the regular dosing. Let's tap on the Define Schedule button. On this screen we see the standard weekly scheduler, where we can define schedule for individual days, or more days at the same time. And let's set up a simple schedule, dosing the Flourish every day 10 ml at 6 o'clock in the morning. As we can see, the next dose is scheduled for tomorrow at 6. That's it for the pump setup. Please check also our other videos to make sure you get the most of your INTAQO device.